What is a video game controller? Okay, hear me out. I say most people would say that a video game controller is any device that controls a game, but last I checked, most people don't consider a keyboard and mouse a controller typically. So just how lenient is this criteria? Next, you may say, well, you silly goose. It's gotta be for a console, obviously, and to that I say yes, but is the user at Games Held a video game controller then? The user at Games Held is a thing that exists. I was surprised too. It's got some buttons and a D-pad, but other than that, how is it different from my Wacom Intuos? For one, the user has a certified piece of junk. I have 2 compatible games with it, and it works. I mean, I honestly don't see many reasons for this to even exist, but as a controller, is it one? For practical purposes, not really. I mean, it can be used to control video games though, so I guess? Looking at other controllers though, things seem pretty repetitive. There's some buttons, a D-pad, sometimes a stick or two, and the other fluff that a controller has. This was mainly established by the SNES controller and the DualShock. Thing is, the DualShock is literally an SNES controller with prongs and some joysticks. Speaking of prongs, most controllers have 2, so the N64 wouldn't be special and add another. I get the point of having different playstyles most of the time. I never use the left prong and it just feels weird. So obviously the third parties had to fix everything by making it only be 1 prong. What? Yeah, this doesn't make much sense, but okay. So what if we didn't need to touch plastic to control a video game? Well, the Xbox 360 Kinect exists. Now we're really stretching things. Is the camera the controller, or am I the controller? In this case, is the human body a video game controller? I don't really know. I mean, I am playing tennis without going outside and touching grass, so I suppose the Kinect is a video game controller. But if all these things are video game controllers, then how is it that most people don't consider a keyboard and mouse a video game controller typically? I mean, I would consider this more applicable as a controller than this. But then, does the controller stretch into the handheld scene as well? I mean, the Game Boy Advance could be used as a controller for the GameCube, and even as just controlling its own device. Is it a game controller? I mean, I am pressing buttons to move Mario around on the DS, and then with VR, you know, you move your head around and it changes your vision in games, so is a headset a controller? Why would a toaster be a video game controller? What even is a darn video game controller? I don't think there's a definitive answer to that. I mean, the entire point of a controller is to connect you to the game. I mean, I can't play Mario 64 without a controller, nor can I play Kinect Sports 2 without the Kinect. It doesn't matter how many buttons it has or if it even has any at all. A controller just needs to do what it's meant to do. Help you play games.